Well, hey, BIT. Okay. Listen, I wanted to come to y'all real quick and talk about this Destiny Payton situation over there on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. It's very interesting. Okay. Very interesting. So for a lot of you guys that don't know, Martell ended up having like a birthday celebration slash, I don't know if it was like a magazine launch or whatever it was, but you know, when events happen like prior, it seems like the shows like to recreate the moment, right? So Martell had like a magazine cover release or whatever. I believe it was last month or either a few months ago at some point. And then I think his birthday is like sometime last month or whatever. But anywho, it seems like they was kind of recreating the whole magazine launch, or not launch, but the magazine cover situation as well as his birthday. So they were recreating this party. It seems to be for the show. Okay. So keep that in mind. All right. Martell recreated a party, and there's that. Also, before I move on real quick, girl, Martell over there calling out some man. I don't even know what the man's name is, child, but the people are over here alleging that this is Melody's boo. I don't know which one is which, okay? The man that she ended up taking the picture with, showing us a little bit of his arm. Girl, that guy kind of looked a bit dark skinned, but this other man that Martell ended up posting saying something like, oh, what did he say? He said, did anybody hold on? He said, y'all let me know if Melody Cherie or anyone else started to GoFundMe for Devin Keith. I have a little something. So come to find out, I don't know when this took place, but they're saying that Councilman Devin Keith leaves Madison County Jail after arrest on suspicion of shoplifting. Girl, they always, suspect that we over there shoplifting, girl. They over there too busy looking at us and not looking over there at the other person. And them the ones that's over there really stealing. Now I don't know if that was really this man's situation, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a I don't want to say a false claim, but I mean, suspicion on arrest, that shouldn't even be a thing. Just because somebody has a suspicion, I'm sorry, suspicion on shoplifting, just because there is a suspicion, I don't think he should have been arrested unless he indeed had products on him or something. Something about that in the milk ain't clean. But anywho, the fact that Martell will come out and ask if Melody has anything on his GoFundMe, you know, a, it's interesting because now a lot of people are speculating that that is indeed her man. And girl, I don't know who that lady man is. I don't know who that lady man is. Until she tell us who her man is, that's when I believe it. Because y'all had me down the road believing that it was Hill Harper, only to find out that it was not Hill Harper. Now I got y'all over here coming down to the comments talking about it's this man Devin Keith. The child, I don't know until Mel reveals it. I'll just wait, okay? But either way, all right, it is what it is. I don't know who this. I'm like, cause y'all know, Martell has also said that Melody messed with somebody or she was on a date with somebody, whatever it was, he would say. So I don't know if that's who this guy is supposed to be or something, or if this is indeed who she's dating. So I don't know, but it's out there. When Mel announces it, that's what I'll get, okay? But I really came here to talk to y'all about Destiny. One, I already told y'all Martell is recreating the whole magazine cover as well as the birthday party, right? So you had Stormy and her husband in the building. You had Tiffany, her belly, okay, and her husband in the building. You also had Tisha, her husband. You had Kimmy, her husband. Chris Fletcher appeared to be in the building. There were quite a few people that were indeed in the building. Martell did end up taking a cast photo, excluding Miss Melody, without Miss Melody, and he ended up putting that on his IG story. Okay. It's probably still over there if you guys want to go over there and check it out or whatnot, right? Well, I'm over here, just minding my business, girl, and I came across Miss Dana. I hope I say her name correctly, Dana Rose. So shout out to Dana Rose over on YouTube. I checked out her video, girl, and it's giving interesting. It's giving interesting. Okay. It looks like she was actually at this particular event where Martell threw this whole celebration, right? And it appears that Miss Destiny was getting into it with Chris Fletcher's wife at this whole party. All right. And girl, the people are definitely talking about it. And if y'all not talking about it now, girl, come Monday, y'all gonna be dragging it for sure. And I'm over here like, why is she going off on this lady? First of all, here's where I was at. I was so hoping for this woman to not be returning to the show, and it appears that she is returning to the show because obviously cameras were up. All right. And she was in the building as well as Tiffany and her husband as well. Now, it could be a situation where It could be a situation where maybe she's not a part of the show and Martell just decided to invite her out because he probably would have felt away that she wasn't there. Or maybe she wasn't in a part of, the show, and maybe somebody wanted to bring her there so that she'll have some camera time. I don't know what's going on over there, right? But I just find that to be, bittersweet. Not really bitter, girl. It ain't even sweet. It's bitter. Um, yeah, not really interested in seeing her, but it seems like she definitely made a scene. So like if she's not out here actively filming because that's what they want, she definitely gave them a scene for them to invite her back to be on the show a little more. I don't know the details. This is just me on the outside looking in, speculating or whatever. So I don't know what's going on. But I did see her going off on that lady, on that man wife. Now, I also want to say what clicked as to why she probably snapped on that lady, and we could be all wrong. I don't know. But there is a YouTuber, Anthony Lofties. Shout out to Anthony, because girl, he is hilarious. The way he did the recap or whatever, or the response after he did the Destiny interview had me chuckling. But what had me screaming was the fact that he went up into Destiny's house. So first of all, y'all know Destiny had a situation with her ex-husband LeBerry, to where they're divorced at this point. I believe she was still living in the house, but now LeBerry or whoever is now deciding to put the house up for sale, or at least they are. I guess, I'm not sure whose name was on it, but I would say they are. Okay. Her home is now up for sale at this time. And when I tell you, Chris Fletcher, hello, was the one that clearly was hosting the open house, right? So Anthony decided he was going to walk up in this lady's house, girl, and it's all on his page. Y'all can go over there and check it out, and he's all up in this lady's house. And I'm sorry, it was definitely a cackle. And I was just, chuckling to myself, like, no, he didn't. I know he did not. I said, this lady is going to eat him up when she found out he don't went all up into her house like that. But it was an open house. So, I mean, he could go in there. But I don't know if, Chris Fletcher may know Anthony. I don't know. I know at some point in the video, he definitely said, Anthony's name. So I'm like, okay, did you just learn his name that day, or are y'all on first name basis, or what's going on, or whatever the case is? So the fact that happened, right, where this young man that Destiny did an interview with, and she kind of took a shot at him and felt like, I guess, she was being interrogated or whatever the case was when the interview took place. Okay, she obviously didn't really like how the interview went, but it's like, y'all, you gotta come there and want to do an interview too. Okay, it's not, you can't just rely on that person to just pull stuff out you, pull it. Come on, like, girl, you gotta go there to want to do an interview as well. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't giving that energy. But either way, okay, she didn't like it. And so once he got wind of that, he decided to go to his page, and he ended up, getting her all the way together. So then took it a step further and went to that lady open house. Okay, so I'm chuckling. Chuckling. So I feel, and I could be absolutely wrong. We'll know once the show, if should this make the show, we'll learn at a later time. But it seems like she may be upset about that. And maybe she wanted to check Chris about it. And maybe the wife probably jumped in. And then we see Destiny going off on this woman. So next, what's so funny to me? I'm not sure how old Chris Fletcher is, nor his wife, but I'm sure they are seniors too. Destiny. So Destiny, I really don't ever want to hear you say anything about Melody checking Miss Wanda when Wanda has said things directly to and about her. All right. So, because you did say something slick about that girl because it was your whole Madani party and all that, and you wanted to talk about how Melody came up in that event and she showed her arse or whatever the case is. Meanwhile, you got Martell hosting an event for himself. You even got Miss Sheree there, who y'all praise so much. Oh my God, it's Sheree. We've never seen anybody famous before. Oh my God. Excuse me. Knock, knock. Who's there? Sheree? Is she coming? Is Sheree coming? Okay, I'll be there. Like, that's how y'all be acting, girl. So y'all so fanned out about Miss Sheree that you still would be in that atmosphere and knowing that it's somebody else's event, and then you would sit up there and show your ass. But then just last season, you was over here dragging Melody for whatever it was that you felt she was doing. Not clicking, Steven. Okay. So yeah, it's just really interesting. So you can't say anything about anybody else and how they operate, how they move, what she did in that moment, when Miss Fletcher probably ain't even saying nothing about you. we'll find out IDK. But it's a possibility that lady ain't even say nothing about you. And then you use that opportunity to try and go in on her. And it really did make me think as soon as I saw it, like, okay, is the woman filming, i.e. Destiny, the woman? Is the woman filming, or because I remember they said that she did something on her live and she was saying, oh, well, they're filming. Like, I think that she could have talked about that with Anthony saying, like, oh, they're filming, basically saying she's not filming yet, but they are filming. So it just makes me wonder, like, is she still filming with the cast, or was she looking for a moment to make camera or something? I don't know. And I could be wrong. Maybe she wasn't looking for a moment. Again, I don't know the details. These are me asking questions, wondering, what led up to this and all of that. I would say the extraness of it all, but I'm not going to say that because we've seen the extraness of it all at her own event at Madani when she kind of had the attitude. You had Tisha having to calm her. You had Kimmy trying to calm her. And oh my, what do we have here? Okay, according to the video over there on Dana's page, girl, you see Tisha having to literally get in her face and grab her hand. Hey, Robin, how are you? How are you, Sharice? Okay, remember that? How Robin got up and Sharice had to grab her hand. But anyway, girl, you have Tisha having to actually grab this woman's hand, Destiny hand. You had Kimmy coming over there actually trying to get in the middle of it as well. You know what I'm saying? And Miss Girl over here showing her. And so, girl, this here is a mess. Now, if you said you just wanted to get Martell back for him showing out at your stuff too, then just say that. But girl, y'all over there cutting to the up. I'm looking forward to seeing what the season is definitely gonna give whenever it does come around. But when I thought about everything, I feel like she was upset with the Fletchers. Likely, probably over, Anthony being able to go tour the home or something. And I think he could have had a nice conversation with Mr. Fletcher. I don't know if he told or said, I don't know if Fletcher told him anything or what was said or whatnot, but maybe she felt away and wanted to get, that lady husband together. And then that lady came around and was like, no ma'am. And that led to them arguing. I don't know what it's all about, but, yeah, maybe she said something slick and Destiny just couldn't take it. And Destiny was like, I'm gonna eat her alive right here. It could be many things, but it looked like Tisha was a bit over it. And Tisha, I feel like you're gonna get tired of having to pull this lady back. You're gonna be like, girl, just don't let her come. Like every time I try to come somewhere and have a good time, she show her ass and I gotta grab her. And girl, I ain't got time for that. I can't be doing all of that. All right. I know you're gonna get tired. And I'm sure Kimmy tired. You feel me? Stormy over there. One thing Stormy gonna do, Stormy gonna look like, huh? Because Stormy was definitely there. Okay. She looking like, what happened? What's going on? I feel like Stormy really don't be knowing what the hell be going on sometimes. I really think she don't. I think sometimes she probably really do be in her own damn world. So when her and Destiny got into it last year around this time, I feel like she probably really did not have all the deets. When she was like, okay, I kind of heard what she said, but what you tell me, what happened? What's going on? I feel like she really about be clueless, for real, like. But anywho, just wanted to come and bring that to y'all. Like I said, Sheree was in the building. Seems like her and Martell are continuing to go strong. Most of the cast was there outside of Miss Melody. Everybody had their significant other there. It seemed like it was a fun little event or whatnot. They definitely were filming. And Destiny decided to, turn up towards the end, as she always do. I guess you will say she's on 10. On 10. On 10. On 10. Girl. Either way. Good luck. That's all that I have for y'all. Y'all go ahead and hop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about this. If you'd like to see any video, any photos or anything like that, I check out Dana Rose's page over on YouTube, because she definitely has a ton of behind the scenes. She has a lot of video you'll see where Destiny is actually kind of going off on the man's wife and then having to have other people step in and pull them apart. Okay. So you guys definitely go over there, check all of that out to let her know that I sent you guys over. And yeah, that's really all that I got. Hop down. Let's finish the conversation. I'm Jamie. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, or follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie. That's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.